Hi, it's JJ. I'm a young entrepreneur starting my own skate brand. The other day I got my first new board in 9 months. For context, I shaved my head and went to a military residential high school for 6 months. Lost my hair flips but got smarter, stronger, and
They
faster.
shaved all my hair off in the army, but they weren't so gentle.
When I got back, I got distracted as I do. Learned a bit of piano, joined choir, thought about selling cat toys, being a photographer, and I realized I really miss skating. At the time, I was a full-time student working 2 jobs and a fairly social person. But this made me realize, just because you accept 100 side quests doesn't mean you can get them all done. Today's mission, however, is to digitalize my design, prepare some questions for an exciting opportunity to speak with more experienced people in the industry, and catch up on my schoolwork, job training, and probably some piano breaks. So after like an hour and a half of messing around with Krita, I was able to do like a rough draft of what I was thinking of putting on my first board. I'm not a graphic designer. I don't really know what I'm doing. So it's Sunday. I gotta get in the design by tomorrow. All I have is the rough draft. Stood up for 23 hours yesterday. Didn't get much sleep. I can't focus for the life of me. I watched a 15-minute like skateboard documentary thing about just like the history and how it turned from like niche and counterculture into like modernized in the Olympics, multi-billion-dollar like industry. No longer skaters that own these major brands, is now corporate executives that don't skate that are making decisions for skateboarders. And I would like to change that. I'd want to be a player making decisions for skateboarding for the community. But I'm not very cultured, if I'm being honest. That's what I'm trying to say is that I don't really feel like I belong sometimes when I'm with skateboarders. Like I am a skater, yes, but just different mentalities sometimes. Some of those guys can be very, I guess, rude. Maybe I just ran into the wrong crowd a few many times, and there are good skaters, there are good people, and I'm just trying to find that and build that community. It is just about to be 1 a.m. It's Sunday, or I guess technically Monday. So by tomorrow, or by today at like 10 a.m. maybe, I have to turn in the design. I'm just really stressed out and tired. I don't know how to balance anything ironically as a skater. Hello, people of the planet Earth. I am. It's today's the day that I'm gonna go tour the board shop and actually see my design, which I despise entirely. I saw a reel the other day on Instagram. It's like graphic designers once they finish their design.
While on your
It's gonna take some time before I really feel confident in selling my design. Only now there's deadlines and responsibilities. That's really pretty. I like the reflection. A year ago, on New Year's, I created the set of values and morals, I guess. Something to live by. And I've been failing to live up to those standards every day since I've been back. A friend of mine told me the other day that, have you ever thought that those values and morals are unrealistic and not something that I necessarily need to follow to a T? I could agree with them to a certain extent, but I also know me, and I think that I am fully capable of living up to those standards. I just choose not to. I'm willfully ignorant, as my brother would say. I've been falling into some sort of a depressive state. I don't know. I wouldn't call it depression. I think I'm just burnt out. Got It's like Thanksgiving when you fill up your plate to the fucking max, and then you sit down, you start eating, and you realize you're way over your head, and you're not finishing this plate, and you have to contemplate throwing away the food or trying to give it out. No one's taking it. I haven't gone to school in a few days. So it's Wednesday. Haven't gone at all this week. Last week I think I skipped Thursday and Friday. I need to go before they kick me out. That would suck. I could go today. Don't want to. I think that stems from the fact that I burnt myself out, man. I didn't participate in high school for the first 2-3 years. Randomly I decided to care. So for a whole year I just went head first. Really easy but tedious work. I think that's what frustrates me, is that not a lot of it's challenging. Look at the ducks. So beautiful. Hopefully they don't attack me. I want to walk through here. If you're wondering why I'm taking a walk and having this conversation, values that I wrote down the other year is daily walks with nothing but myself and maybe conversations, which is what I'm doing right now. I relapsed. Be so transparent with you. So, the most responsibly irresponsible teenager there ever was. That's what I love to tell people. I've also not been treating my body rigorously, so it's not disobedient to the mind. Which is probably why I feel so impulsive. And I believe who said that was Seneca, or Marcus Aurelius, or Epictetus, one of the three. I always get them mixed up, but I take a lot of their lessons to heart. As I was growing up, I think somewhere in this camera there's footage of me the other day planning to be really productive one day, and I couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't focus. I just couldn't sit down on my computer, build the design, do the training, and do my homework. I did a bit of training. I finished the design. I hated it, and then the math homework is just in my backpack. I feel exhausted, and I have done nothing. It's the most crappy feeling imaginable. I guess I'm just trying to keep it real with you. This is me as an 18-year-old, reckless and impulsive, basically barely adult, trying to start a business and make a living while doing something I love. Ichigai. Find something you love and what the world needs. I don't think the world necessarily needs my half-baked skateboard design. It's the point of having a business is being of use, right? Being of service. Just don't know really how to do that yet. I really do enjoy skating. I miss it a lot. It's tough to do for me in the rain. That's a problem I could solve. Having an indoor skate park. There's a few of those in Portland. None around here though. Would be nice to have one out here. Then there's work. In college. At some point I really wanted to go to college or join the military, and it's just I think college will keep me poor. It's definitely fun. I can't deny that going to learn that type of environment can be fun. It's just I don't think I can afford it right now, and even if I could get a full ride, I think my youth and my drive right now could be put into something that I really like. I feel like I can build this thing up to be bigger than myself. I feel like that's part of the capitalist game, is being the top 1%. But for me, it's literally just I want to have a home for me and my family, and I want to do that doing something I love. I'm willing to work. I just don't want to work 60, 80 hours a week. I'd be down to work 20 to 40. I would hope that if I'm working 40 hours a week, the 20 of that is building a brand, something that I love, something that I enjoy. I have big dreams, and aim for Jupiter, land on the moon. It's my mentality. I'll explain to you the activist way of living that I'm trying to live up to, that I fail to live up every day. Much love Love everyone. Wanna find forgiveness in your heart. I need to talk to God. Been ignoring him. It's part of my reason of being so exhausted and tired and just feel like crap, man.